Hi. In this tutorial, we will talk about the Fresno City College Canvas program. You will also learn how to access your Canvas account, understand the purpose of Canvas, and you will become familiar with the Canvas class shell and how it works. First of all, what is Canvas? Canvas is a program Fresno City College and other colleges or universities use to streamline the process of sharing files between teachers and students. It is a place where students will upload assignments for their class. Canvas is similar to Microsoft Teams and Google Classroom. So if you are familiar with either Microsoft Teams or Google Classroom, Canvas should easily become familiar to you too. Now, I'm going to go over how to access your Canvas account for the very first time. You are going to be going to the Fresno City College homepage. You need to know your username. Your username is your 7-digit college student ID number. Your password, now it's really important to note that this is the first time you log into Canvas. So this is the password you would use. It's the first letter of your first name in uppercase, the first letter of your last name in lowercase, your 6-digit birthday. So for example, if my name is John Smith and my date of birth is August 13th, 2002, my password for the first time would be capital J for John, lowercase s for Smith, '08 for the month I was born, 13 for the date I was born, '02 for the last 2 digits of the year I was born. Now, please keep in mind that once you log in for the first time, please change your password to a password that you will forever remember. Now I'm going to go ahead and take you into the Canvas screen, and you can watch me log in for the first time. Okay, so here is the Fresno City College homepage. It's fresnocitycollege.edu. Now, to get into Canvas, you are going to click on My Portal. Now, once you go into My Portal, you are going to click on the button that says Sign In. So see here, you must have your SCCD login ID number and password. So I'm going to go ahead and click Sign In. Now, something else that I do to make it easy for me is this is my personal computer. I just have it save my username and password so I don't have to type it every time I log in. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Login. Now, this is going to take me into the dashboard, or kind of like my personal dashboard for Fresno City College. Now, I'm going to kind of scroll down to the bottom. So if you have any problems logging into Canvas or any tech support that you may need, here's a number that you can call, or here, this will take you to a link that you could email. Here it has, if I click on district events, it's events happening at all the State Center community colleges, such as Clovis Community, Madera Community, Reedley College. Fresno events, these are just for Fresno City College. So as you can see here, summer school will start the week of the 26th. Ram Pantry is open. So if any of you ever need to get some food, the Ram Pantry is open. So, and notice because of the COVID pandemic, it is curbside pickup only, but please make sure you take advantage of that. Now, when I scroll up here where it says Fresno News, this is again news in the city of Fresno that you could click on. Now, here's where I really want you to pay attention, because this is what is going to be unique to you and your coursework. So first of all, your student email, that is where you are going to get all of your emails from your professors. Please check it daily. This here is the little Canvas icon. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this is going to take me to a window that shows all of the courses I am taking. There it goes. So let's say I'm taking 3 or 4 classes or courses this semester. This is one class. I would have 3 or 4 of these boxes. They're very similar to our Google Classroom. Now notice this is an English 1A class that was taken in the spring of 2020. So this class just ended. So I'm going to click here, and this is going to take me to the individual class shell for English 1. Okay, so here is our class shell. There's lots of links on the left-hand side. I'm going to go over a few of the links that you will need to know in order to understand the Canvas class shell. So here's the home button, or the home tab button. This has a list of all the assignments for the class. Now in this announcements tab is where you will see any announcements that your professor will send you. So your professor may decide to send you reminders about due dates or updates on assignments. They may even send you a YouTube tutorial that might help you with a particular homework or an essay that you might be writing. So please definitely check those announcements daily. Now here for assignments, you will get a list of the assignments for the class. As you can tell, the assignments here say they are closed because this was a spring semester class. But here you can have an idea of all the assignments the students had to do for this English 1A class. Next, because you will be taking your classes online next semester due to COVID, many of your professors may have you post on the discussion board. So see here how I just clicked on discussions. Here is the discussion board. So after class, they may pose a question where you may have to write a response. They would have the question noted. You would write your response, and then they may even require you to respond to 2 other classmates. Some of your professors, if you're in the essay writing process, they may have you upload a draft of one of your essays here for peer review. So please, again, make sure that you look into the discussions tab. Next is the grades tab. See it right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on the grades tab. And what you're going to see here is a list of the assignment that you had to complete, the due date, and the due time. Please note that this is college. So if your professor says an assignment is due on January 17th by 11:59 p.m., you must submit it before this due time here. Let's say if I tried to submit this assignment at midnight, Canvas would not take the assignment. So please be very mindful of the assignment due dates and times, and that you submit those before the deadline. Now, if I was a student in the class and I had done all of these assignments, I would see my score here out of the number of points that this assignment was worth. Notice here as well, I would see what my score was out of how many points. Now, up here at the top right corner is what your current grade is. So you see the percentage here, that would be your current grade. If you click on show all details, you'll get an image of your assignments and like what percentages you are getting in the homework category or classwork or any categories that your professor has set up. Now here, please, I would definitely play around with this feature here where it says calculate based only on graded assignments. If I click here, notice it completely changes my grade. However, let's say that I had completed all of these assignments and I had a really big essay coming up that was worth 80, 100 points with the rough draft, as you can tell. And I was really wanting to keep my A in this class. And let's say I think that I am going to get an 80 out of 100 on this particular assignment. I could type in the 80 and then it'll give me what my grade would be in the class. Again, this is hypothetical because you have to earn that grade, but it's a really cool feature to play around with because it helps you as you are planning for your assignments and what grade you want to get in the class. In the next semester, because of COVID, you will be doing all of your classes online. So on this link here where it says Confer Zoom, your professor is going to provide the Zoom links as to when the classes are going to be held. So, for example, let's say you're taking a class on Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 to 9:30. Here it says error because the semester ended, but it would have the date of the class and the Zoom link and the times that you are going to be on that Zoom. Please keep in mind that this will count as your attendance for the class and participation. So again, make sure that you look at the Zoom link. For people, it will give you a listing of the people in the class where you could email each other if you guys have questions. Lastly, I am going to show you the Files tab. Now, in the Files tab is where your professor may have a file for each particular unit that they taught in the course. So now that I'm in the Files tab, as you can tell, here are the different folders for this particular class. If I were to click on paper 3, you would find all of the files that the professor for this course uploaded that contain, number 1, example essays to help the students, the directions for the argumentative research paper that the students will have written for the course, and rubrics for the students to look at as to how the paper is going to be graded. So please make sure that you click on these files, you look at every resource that the professor has uploaded along with the rubrics and also any examples, as again, those will truly help you when you are completing your assignments. I hope this tutorial gave you a better understanding of what Canvas is like. I know it is very similar to like Google Classroom and Microsoft Teams. It takes a little getting used to, but once you figure it out, you will do just great. I know it. Thank you.